Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. So hari ni Madam nak masuk a new chapter on topic 8 actually. Kalau ikut kita punya lesson plan lah, which is it is on topic 8, but in your textbook this chapter would be covered in the chapter 11. So kita akan masuk on the customer relationship management and also supply chain management. So if you can see still remember previous slide before this adalah sedikit topik about the CRM and also SCM. So before this I have mentioned juga for example macam customer relationship management ni adalah the system, one way of the system that used to maintain kita punya relationship with the customer, which is macam mana kita nak maintain kan to make the customer supaya macam satisfied with our service and also customer are loyal to our business. Okay, so these are the system that we're going to use in the most of the organisation where they implement this system untuk maintainkan relationship with the customer and also the supplier, which is untuk maintainkan relationship dengan customer kita akan gunakan CRM, and untuk maintainkan relationship with the supplier kita akan gunakan supply chain management. So this system were used untuk make ease of the use the process untuk diorang handle within the organisation tu, which is from the between the relationship of the customer and also the supplier lah. So which mean that bila customer order, so they get their product or their order tu by within the time based on the quality and also they are satisfied with the services. So this is the learning objective for this chapter. So at the end of the chapter, you guys should be able to identify the primary function of both customer relationship management and also the collaborative of the CRM strategies. So actually this topic is indirectly familiar to you guys as a student, which is maybe you guys doesn't know the formal terms and also the system name before this. So sebenarnya maybe korang dah actually familiar dengan menggunakan e-commerce for example. So sebenarnya itu adalah salah satu juga ada apply the CRM system waktu kita menggunakan the e-commerce, where there is a management in terms of how the seller manage the relationship with their customer lah. So we as a customer sebenarnya kita dah familiar menggunakan sistem tu, cumanya kita tak tahu what are the formal names and ataupun what are the system names before this. Okay, so student also should be able to describe how the business will be utilized the application of each of the two major components of the operation in the CRM system. So nanti later on we also going to go through what are the major components within dalam CRM system. So next the student would be able to explain the advantages and also disadvantages of the mobile CRM system, which is known as apps punya system, which is by using CRM. There is implementation of the CRM within the apps, mobile apps, and we have on-demand CRM system. We have open source of a CRM system, social CRM system, and also a real-time CRM system. So these are actually the types of the CRM, which is known as a customer relationship management system. You guys also be able to describe the three components and the three flows of the supply chain management. Since this chapter we will cover customer relationship management system and also the supply chain management system. Next, we'll be able to identify the popular strategies to solve the different challenges of the supply chain, because there is certain issues in the supply chain management ni, because bila kita buat sistem tu secara online daripada seller kepada supplier, so how do we get our supply, how the seller get their supply to give to their customer. Okay, so before this kita kan dah go through business to business, business to consumer, business to consumer kan. So macam B to B to C. So itu sebenarnya explain kan sebenarnya penggunaan dari segi CRM and SEM itself lah. So the last one, the students should be able to explain the utility of each of the three major technologies that will support the supply chain management. So kita akan go through one by one, since sebenarnya korang familiar, it is indirectly familiar with this term sebenarnya, sebab maybe you have experience with this system, tapi cuma you guys doesn't know the former names ataupun dia punya the system punya names lah. Okay, so let's proceed with the subtopic of this chapter. Okay, so these are the subtopic outline for this chapter. So kita akan go through by defining the customer relationship management, and also kita akan lepas tu we go through the operational of the customer relationship management, which is what are the process ataupun dia punya operation in the system. And then we are looking at a few types of the customer relationship management. So macam kita ada yang biasa kita gunakan adalah known as a CRM system lah. Tapi since we have advances in technology, so they have created a few types of customer relationship. For example, like mobile CRM, on demand CRM tadi kan. So itu adalah a few types of CRM. So nanti madam akan explainkan juga this type of CRM. And then kita akan go through what is supply chain and what is supply chain management. And the last one, we are looking at the IT, which is the information technology that support for the supply chain management system. Okay, so let's go to kita punya first subtopic. But as usual, kita akan start with the opening case for this subtopic, which is do a persuasive technologies go too far. So this opening case will come with a few questions. So I will give it as an exercise later on, since you guys can find this opening case in your textbook. Okay, so let's go to our first subtopic, where we are defining what is customer relationship management. So on this subtopic, actually there is another subtopic in this subtopic, which is kita akan go through what is customer relationship management, which is a CRM, and the customer touch point, and the last one is data consolidation. Okay, so CRM is actually a system that will use to build a long-term punya relationship with the customer. Okay, dia macam nama lain dia adalah kita gunakan customer CRM system ni untuk kita retainkan kita punya relationship with the customer untuk jangka masa yang lama. For example, macam we use this system macam kita nak jaga services to the customer kita by giving them to chat, untuk refund, untuk track. So sebenarnya itu adalah the use of the system untuk kita build the long term punya relationship with the customer. So it's first define the CRM concept, and then kita punya attention is based on the two major aspect of CRM. One is based on dia punya operational of CRM, and also kita akan tengok juga analytical of the CRM. So this chapter actually will be conclude a few types of the CRM juga. Okay, so yang macam as I mentioned before, kita akan tengoklah. So maybe you guys will be not familiar with this type of the system, sebab ada juga maybe korang pernah menggunakan, tapi sebab maybe korang tak tahu konsep tu, ataupun sebenarnya nama tu lah sistem yang korang gunakan selama ni lah, itu namanya adalah CRM. Okay, ataupun kita panggil customer relationship lah. So sebenarnya di mana korang pernah menggunakan customer relationship management ni bila kita nak buat process of transaction, bila kita ada menggunakan dia customer service kan, bila kita nak contoh macam nak order something dekat korang, something barang lah, produk dekat kita punya e-commerce. So itu sebenarnya adalah CRM. So CRM ni kebanyakannya digunakan melalui penggunaan dengan adanya penggunaan internet, and also ada human, which is manusia, and also kita menggunakan komputer untuk kita communicate or collaborate, where this CRM will be replace the void created lah. So sebenarnya CRM is actually critical to the success of the modern business nowadays, as the customer are supremely important for all the organisation. Yalah, kalau kita buat business tak ada customer, so siapa yang nak beli kita punya produk? Okay, so here kita nampak that customer is very important to the business. Without customer, there is no business. Okay, so there is no profit juga. Okay, so untuk the definition of the customer relationship tadi, so I have mentioned customer relationship management system is actually built to retain the long term punya relationship with the customer. So kita menggunakan internet, and we have human and also computer untuk make it success lah, untuk kita collaborate ataupun to communicate with the customer. So untuk customer touch point, customer's touch point is actually the numerous and diverse interaction organisation have with their customer, include for example macam telephone contact, direct mailings, and also actual physical interaction. So itu adalah the definition of the customer touch point, which is bila kita have a direct punya interaction with the customer, itu lagi mudah kan, which is secara traditionally, kalau customer nak beli barang, customer akan datang ke kedai kita, and then customer akan tanya berapa harga dia, ada discount ke tak, what are the services that were provided, sama ada can they try the product, ataupun can they touch the product kan, which is dia boleh tengok dari segi quality. So itu sebenarnya adalah concept of the customer touch point, where it is occur through the organizational punya CRM system, such as nowadays lah, by using an emails, website, and also the communication via smartphone. So sekarang ni kan, kalau kita nak tanya anything about the product ataupun process ke anything, so kita akan menggunakan kita punya smartphone. So kita maybe akan WhatsApp, Telegram, chatting kan, by using, ataupun kita boleh gunakan through email. For example, kita dah order barang, tapi that seller didn't give kita punya tracking number, for example. So untuk kita minta kita punya email, so kita boleh message lah through kita punya smartphone, ataupun we can email them, tell them what is wrong with their product and so on lah. So by using website juga, for example nowadays memang korang pun familiar, kita ada e-commerce. So e-commerce ni tak kisahlah Shopee ke, Lazada ke, Zalora ke, eBay ke, Amazon ke. So that is refer to the current punya CRM punya system, where it is applied in most of the organisation when they are doing the business. Okay, so for data consideration, this one refers to the organization's punya CRM system that must manage the customer data. So sebenarnya dalam data of consideration tu, it's required the customer punya data. For example, when we are using the, kalau korang familiar bila kita gunakan Shopee, so kenapa kita just for the first time kita register, where we put all the details, all the data about ourselves as a customer, and then the second time we go, the third time we go, we just log in. Sebab apa? Sebab they have kept our data since our first punya registration. So these data consolidation are used to manage the customer data effectively with a modern interconnected system that built around the data warehouse. So since you guys kita dah go through previous punya chapter what is data warehouse. So data warehouse ni sebenarnya adalah kita simpan semua sekali data dalam kita punya that relates to the organisation, to make all the data are available to all the customer related data to every units of the business. So macam senanglah orang nak tracking ke, nak shipping ke, so dia boleh access to the customer data, nak shipping ke mana, nak tracking ke mana. Okay, so itu untuk kita punya first subtopic. So let's go to the next slide. So we are focusing on the customer relationship management. So customer relationship management ni dia terbahagi kepada kita punya dari segi how they are maintain dia punya relationship with the customer by give the lifetime value, customer trends, and the customer relationship management strategy versus the customer relationship management system. So there is a strategy and also the system that they will use within the CRM, and we have a low-end CRM system versus the high-end punya customer relationship system. So these are kita punya panggil apa macam features or the characteristic within the CRM. So as you can see in this figure, where the customer relationship management were used for the customer acquisition, to support and also the resell. So macam mana dia berasa penggunaan untuk ataupun what are the kita panggil roles of the customer relationship management ni sebenarnya untuk get the target population of the potential customer, to get the customer, and also to get the customer that are loyal and repeat customer. So they will use the two types of CRM tadi yang madam kata, where we have a low end punya CRM and also we have a high end punya CRM. So in the customers juga kita ada lost customers, which is churn. Kenapa? Mungkin there is a few factors why we lost the customer. Sometimes because customer have lost interest with our product, or customer might find the better value, better services from other sellers. Macam itulah. So itu adalah in terms of risiko kebarangkalian di mana kita akan kehilangan juga customer. Kenapa customer tak loyal? Mungkin kita tak meet dia punya expectation. Okay, no. So this one is related to the figure that's relates to the customer touch point, where it relates to the secara traditionally and in a modern way, kita buat business ataupun how we manage our customer, how we manage relationship with the customer. So before this, maybe the customer needs to go to the store untuk tengok nak tengok physical store kan. As you can see, kita ada here adalah physical store where the customer go to the physical store and then meet the sales representative bila kita kena perlukan orang yang datang jual barang tu dekat kita, meet face to face, ataupun by doing a meeting, ataupun dari segi field service technician yang mana kita perlukan orang tu datang kat rumah kita untuk baiki ke kan, ataupun kita perlu hantar barang tu ke kedai ke. And then kita ada secara modern way, we have used direct email, ataupun this one is an example lah of Scott Maxwell, which is a Shutterstock ni were used by the company. And then kita ada email, by using an email. So ini adalah company yang menggunakan lah. And then kita ada media, which is contoh media bakery, which is by giving the service center. Mungkin dia orang ada online, so kita boleh order produk dia orang punya produk secara online. And then we have a call center, which is by using kita punya call, kita punya phone. Kalau kita tak boleh pergi dia punya HR, kita tak boleh pergi dia punya store, so maybe we can call their center untuk get their services. And maybe we have used kita punya smartphone. So since kita tahu smartphone nowadays memang boleh buat anything as long as we have the internet. And also kita ada website, World Wide Web. And the last one by using the, of course lah, by using the computers. Okay, so next let's proceed with the business about the location-based system in the customer relationship management. So this one is the actually the process ataupun the system based on the tracking where they are track their customer. Okay, contoh this one, kalau korang notice when we have the when we use the Shopee, so sebelah kanan tu kita ada kita punya, if you notice lah, kita ada macam kita punya details, the customer detail nak ship from mana ke mana, and then we have the seller juga punya location where they tell us sebenarnya seller ni daripada overseas ke ataupun di seller from within Malaysia, which is kita punya country juga, daripada Johor ke Selangor ke, kan. So dia bagi tahu the location where it sebenarnya it maintain dari segi customer tu, where the customer can make a decision sama ada diorang nak beli daripada seller yang luar negara ataupun diorang nak beli daripada seller yang dalam negara. Contoh dia which is mungkin daripada shipment tu, kalau sebab kalau dalam negara of course lah kita tahu 1-2 hari ataupun paling lama 3 hari 4 hari baru barang tu akan sampai, kan, which is lagi cepat. Sebab kalau kita order dengan overseas, maybe it takes 1 week or 2 weeks sebelum barang kita sampai. Kalau korang nasib baik 1 week, kalau tak nasib baik 3 weeks. Okay, itu adalah dari segi sebenarnya ada implementation of the CRM system dalam location based system tu. Okay, so this refer to the data consolidation. So data consolidation 360 degree view tu, it's refer to the data from the customer. Sebab tadi Madam I have mentioned that data consolidation ni adalah is about the customer punya data, kan. So 360 degree actually is refer to the complete data of the customer, where is refer to the customer that allow a company to use their data to enhance their relationship with the customer and ultimately produce and profitability decision from the data that were collected from the customer. Okay, so this data view from the customer punya ni adalah dia akan enablekan the organizations punya functional areas. If you still remember, kita ada functional areas to readily share the information about the customer, which lead to the collaborative of the CRM, which is the collaborative CRM tu is refer to collaborative CRM lah. So this collaborative CRM system is actually the system that will provide effective and efficient punya interactive communication in all aspect of marketing. Kita gunakan untuk sales, kita gunakan untuk customer support with the customer throughout the entire organisation. Maknanya semuanya kita memang menggunakan relationship ataupun collaborate with the customer, which is kita menggunakan customer punya data untuk get kita punya marketing, untuk get kita punya sales, and also untuk get their support with the customer. Okay, at the same time, which is customer memang kena ada, sebab yelah kita gunakan pun adalah data daripada customer. So semua sekali adalah it's about the customer to meet their expectation, because customer give their demand and we have to meet their demand, which is the business lah, which is what I meant with we tu adalah sebenarnya the organisation or the business have to meet with their met with the customer punya expectation. Okay, so ni sebenarnya digunakan oleh kebanyakan organisation untuk dia punya collaborative of CRM. Okay, so let's go to the second subtopic on the operational customer relationship management system. So this subtopic will be focusing on the operational CRM system, customer facing application system, and customer touching application system. So operational CRM system is actually a system that support the front office of the business process. Okay, macam contoh macam front office ni adalah processes that directly interact with the customer. Contoh dia adalah sales, marketing and also services. Macam tadi kita ada customer service, kita ada call center. So itu adalah sebenarnya operational CRM. Okay, call center, apa lagi, sales, which is direct sales, yang face to face, yang kita pergi jumpa customer, kita make a meeting, and then we do the marketing punya proses. Itu adalah a front office yang maksud madam tadi lah. So untuk customer facing application, so this one is actually the system that allow an organization sales field the service customer interaction center representative that interact directly with the customer through the customer support and services. So sales force automation, marketing and also campaign management. So itu adalah customer facing application, which is dia relate balik dengan kita punya application tadi yang customer face, which is marketing. Kan, through the marketing dia akan buat sales. So bila ada sales, dia akan tengok customer service and support. Itu adalah dia orang punya application that will face by the customer. Sebab tu nama dia customer facing application. And next is customer touching application. So sebenarnya ini nama lain dia adalah ECRM, which is Electronic Customer Relationship Management, ataupun kita panggil a Customer Self-Help Application, ataupun teknologi, which is contoh macam kios, yang macam kalau korang pergi malls, so korang tak tahu kat mana korang nak cari kedai, so korang pergi dekat kios dia kan. So which is kita ada sekarang ni touch punya application yang korang boleh search kat mana kan. Itu adalah customer touching application, which is dia needs to touch, sama ada menggunakan mouse ataupun menggunakan kita punya fingers ke stylus ke and so on lah. Okay, itu adalah salah satu operational customer relationship management. So there is two major components of operational components tadi for the CRM. So satunya adalah customer facing application, another one is customer touching application. So I have give the briefing about what is customer facing application and also what is the customer touching application. So you must remember in the operational CRM system we have two major components, satu customer facing, satu customer touching application. Okay, so this operational CRM system actually provide the following benefits, which is it is very efficient, personalized marketing, sales and also service, give a 360-degree view of each customer, which means that we have a completed data about the customer, and they have the ability of sales and service employees to access a complete history of the customer interaction with the organization regardless of the touch point tadi, which is kita tahu touch point tu yang macam kita secara traditionally kita kena pergi ke kedai, kita kena rasa produk tu, kita kena try that product, or we need to ask the sales person directly. Okay, itu maksud dia lah untuk touch point tadi. Okay, so as you can see here, what will be covered in the customer facing application, so dia covered the customer service and support. Dia tengok juga untuk Salesforce punya Salesforce automation. So this is actually a report based on the sales yang kita boleh tengok, which is the components of an operation of CRM system that automatically records all the all the components in the sales transaction process, which is disimpan semua record about sales lah dalam bila kita buat business kan, kita memang ada sales, so dia akan macam automatically akan record all the transaction process within the sales system tu. Okay, next is marketing. So since you know that marketing ni adalah process of kita gunakan data mining, which is data mining is masses of data that were analysed and then they come up with a decision ataupun a result to targeted customer. So this CRM, which is CRM marketing, is application that use the data mining to sift the volumes of the customer data tu. Macam kita nak tengok customer data kita kebanyakannya umur berapa, and what are the product they are interested, so ataupun apa produk yang selalu diorang search. Okay, so the last one is the campaign management. So this campaign management is actually an application that help the organisation to plan their campaign ataupun strategy that send the right message to the right people to the right channels. Okay, maksud dia adalah kita nak macam contoh kita nak produk, nak marketkan kita punya produk, so kita nak sampaikan produk tu bersesuaian dengan siapa, target umur customer yang macam mana, and then apa channel yang sepatutnya kita gunakan, since kita tahu semua orang kalau target customer kita adalah 20 and above kan. So mungkin this kita panggil Y generation or Z generation dah kot. Sebenarnya orang yang selalu pegang phone, orang yang memang banyak menggunakan internet, anything you want to search, you search through internet, dah tak pergi dah library nak search for the book kan. So this one maknanya they are using the campaign management. Diorang nak plans for the organisation, nak plan their campaign untuk use the right message to the right people and use the right channels. Okay, which is this one is to avoid the targeting people who have opt out receiving the marketing communication yang macam-macam madam stated before lah. So macam untuk marketing ni macam kita nak tahu contohlah apa yang korang suka okay, smartphone everyone suka kan, contoh Apple, iPhone. So diorang punya targeted marketing ataupun targeted customer diorang range between umur berapa. So takkanlah umur 17 diorang dah boleh target kan, mungkin sebab itu kita tahu high school punya student, so maybe diorang tak ada duit banyak sangat, unless their parents yang bought-kan untuk diorang, itu lain lah case dia. Tapi kita akan kirakan umur parents dia lah, sebab parents dia yang beli kan. So diorang punya target customer mungkin untuk orang yang dah bekerja ataupun untuk orang yang buat business. So siapa yang buat business, so maybe 18 years old tu ada dah orang yang buat business, so dia punya targeted maybe range dia maybe 18 or 19 and above. Okay, so diorang ni usually diorang suka guna komputer or guna smartphone. So kalau bila tahu guna komputer, maybe website is a good channels untuk kita marketkan kita punya produk. So kita tahu kita ada guna social media kan, macam kita Facebook, Instagram. So this one untuk orang yang suka gunakan smartphone pula, maybe kita boleh createkan a mobile apps kan, mobile application that were suitable for them. Contoh macam mana airlines, for example AirAsia, so diorang boleh come out dengan apps pula siapa yang nak buat booking process. So before this kita tahu nak booking tiket, reservation hanya menggunakan website, and then diorang come out dengan application. So kenapa diorang boleh bertukar? That's why it's actually they are using the campaign management tu untuk avoid this targeting people who have opt out of receiving the marketing punya communication. Macam orang yang tak ada access pun nanti boleh ada access, selain daripada macam pergi ke counter untuk beli tiket. So korang boleh sebab jauh mungkin boleh gunakan ada internet, boleh guna komputer, ataupun tak ada komputer boleh gunakan your smartphone. So itu adalah cara diorang buat campaign management lah. So cara diorang providekan services juga sebenarnya. Okay, so untuk customer service and support, there is a customer interaction center where it's called as a CIC. So salah satunya adalah call center. So this call center, then we have outbound telesales and inbound teleservice, which is ini adalah a few types of customer service and support that we have in a CRM system. Okay, so untuk customer service and support ni is actually a system that automate the service request. Okay, for example from the customer lah, so memang dia datang daripada customer. So siapa yang buat complain, siapa need a service, siapa need a support, so semua tu datang daripada a customer. So this system is actually automate the service request, complain, product return, and also request for information. So itu kegunaan customer service and support ni punya part. Okay, so basically macam kalau korang dah keluar nanti, you guys want to be a help desk system, help desk support, sorry. So help desk support ni adalah orang yang kerja dia sama lebih kurang customer service and support, where when the customer complain about your system, about your product, so you have to entertain them. Kena tadahlah telinga, macam dengar dia orang maki ke, dengar dia orang complain ke, dengar dia orang puji. Dengar dia orang puji tu seronok lah juga kan. Tapi kalau dengar orang maki, complain about your product semua-semua kan, so macam kadang-kadang panas jugalah telinganya. Tapi nak buat macam mana? So since kita give the product to the customer, so kita mesti providekan juga customer service and support for their customer. Kalau tak, customer ni akan lari lah, dia tak akan beli dah kita punya produk, since dia tahu kita punya services or support is very bad kan. Okay, so next, customer interaction center, known as CIC ni, is where the organizational representative use multiple channels such as web, telephone, fax, and face-to-face punya interaction to communicate with the customer. Maksud dia adalah cara-cara yang digunakan untuk providekan the service and support to the customer. Sama ada mungkin kalau diorang duduk jauh, diorang boleh email, ataupun diorang tak ada internet, diorang boleh telefon, ataupun diorang tak ada telefon, diorang boleh fax, ataupun kalau dekat, diorang boleh datang terus kat korang punya organisation tu, and then go to the customer service and support untuk dengar lah complaint from the customer ni. Okay, so dia bukan dengar sahajalah, dia mesti come up with the solution to the customer. Okay, next kita tengok dari segi a few types of the CIC ni, which is salah satunya adalah call center. So call center ni is actually a centralized office set up to receive and transmit a large volume of requests by the telephone. Okay, so macam tadi, kalau macam kita tengok dekat CIC tu, one of channel yang diorang gunakan adalah telefon. So telefon ni basically were used by the call center lah. Okay, next kita ada outbound telesales. So untuk outbound telesales ni, where the CIC tu, Customer Interaction Centers, akan generate a call list for the sales team, whose member contact the sales prospect. Maknanya diorang akan distributekan the customer punya list of telephone numbers. So this customer support akan call each of their customer untuk ask for their produk lah, sama ada tanya diorang punya feedback from the customer, macam mana gunakan ni, ada complain ke tak, ada defect with their product or tak. Okay, so itu adalah kegunaan outbound telesales lah. Next is inbound teleservice. So this service or ialah types of CIC ni, where the customer is enable the customer to communicate directly with the CIC to initiate a sale orders, inquire about product and also services before placing an order, and also obtain the information about the transaction they have already made. Okay, so usually inbound teleservice ni macam orang yang bekerja dekat as a sales lah, salesperson. So dia orang akan contact the salesperson untuk proceeds with their inquiry. Contoh dia orang ada soalan, inquiry ni macam ada pertanyaan mengenai produk tersebut. So macam korang view barang dekat Shopee, and then korang message the seller, macam tanya dia produk ni macam mana, kukuh ke tak, boleh tahan lama ke tak. Kalau korang duduk kat Terengganu, dia jual dekat Johor contoh, so lama mana produk tu boleh tahan. Kalau contoh macam makanan kan, sampai ke Terengganu dia akan ada defect ke tak, sebab makanan ni is a big issue jugalah kan, sebab yelah kalau kita makan mungkin kita akan kena food poisoning. So itu adalah kegunaan inbound teleservice. Okay, so macam sebelum customer, tapi dia sebelum dia place dia order lah, maknanya dia orang ada sebarang pertanyaan yang dia orang macam rasa kena tanya dulu, tak sure about the product. So dia orang kena nak confirm dulu about the details of the product sebelum diorang place an orders. Ataupun if they have place an orders, mungkin diorang nak minta tracking number ke, so diorang boleh terus kepada teleservice ni, which is inbound teleservice. Okay, so priceline.com, which is a case study in your textbook. So as usual, I will give it as an exercise later on, and you must find this case study in your textbook. And also about chatbots and conversational commerce. Okay, so let's go to the Salesforce automation, which is one of the components in the customer facing automation system tadi. Customer facing application, right? So dalam tu ada Salesforce automation, ataupun kita panggil dia as a SFA, where it is the component of the operational CRM system that automatically record all the components in the sales transaction system ataupun sales transaction process. So dalam Salesforce automation tu dia ada pakai there is a few types of sales automation lah. Kita ada gunakan contact management system, we have a sales lead tracking system, we have a sales forecasting system, we have a product knowledge system, and we have configurators. Okay, so this system is actually used to as a component of the operational within the CRM system. Okay, for example, contact management system, it is a system that used to track all the communication between the company and the customer. So the purpose of this system, of each of the communication or any necessary follow up, which eliminates duplicate contacts, and also the redundancy of the customer, which in turns reduce the risk of irritating customer. Okay, itu adalah contact management system, sebab nama dia contact kan. So dia gunakan sistem ni untuk track kalau ada customer yang sama nama dia ke, sebab dia register banyak kali. So dia akan eliminate kan duplicate punya contacts, untuk reducekan risk of irritate ni adalah customer yang macam tak suka, annoyingly macam kena put banyak-banyak kali maklumat kan, ataupun menyebabkan orang tu tak puas hati lah. Okay, so next is sales lead tracking system. So this system were used to list potential customer or the customer who have purchased the related product. Okay, contoh macam korang biasa search contohlah perabot. So later on bila korang buka, mostly dia akan bagi tahu perabot ada sale hari ni, ataupun dia orang memang naik dekat korang punya another shop map tu adalah is about apa yang currently ataupun related product yang korang have search. So this product similar to those that the salesperson is trying to sell to the customer. So dia orang gunakan sales lead tracking system. Okay, untuk sales forecasting system is actually macam report. So it is a system that do a mathematical punya technique for estimate the future punya sales. So dia macam come up with a report apa yang that organisation or that business needs to do lah. So next the CEO or the managers can make a decision by using the DSS system pula. Okay, next is product knowledge system. So this product knowledge system is actually a comprehensive source of information regarding products and services. Itu sahaja, which is dia nak tahu kita punya source of information about the product lah, knowledge dia kan. So the last one is the configurator. So configurator ni is actually an online punya product building features that enables the customer to model the product to meet their special needs. Okay, which is yang ni yang mana kita punya online, kalau korang pernah jumpa website yang macam customer can customize based on dia orang punya preference. Itu adalah salah satu contoh dia. Macam Dell adalah a company yang salah satunya diorang jual adalah laptop. So laptop diorang can be customized. Sama ada first thing korang kena choose model, and then daripada model tu korang boleh customize dari segi berapa inch korang nak, processor apa, Intel i5 ke, i7 ke, or i9 ke kan. So we can customize that one. So based on the customer punya preference. So it meets the customer punya specific needs diorang lah, kita panggil kan. Okay. So next we go to the marketing. So marketing is known as a CRM punya application, as I've mentioned before, that will use data mining untuk come up with the volumes of the customer data. So dia boleh kumpul, and then dia orang akan do a targeted punya marketing lah untuk dia orang punya customer. Okay, so there is a few types of marketing yang digunakan, which is kita ada cross selling, we have upselling, and also we have bundling. Okay, so untuk cross selling ni, it is the marketing additional related product to the customer based on the previous purchase. Itu adalah cross selling. Okay, dia orang akan tengok apa cadang, dia orang akan cadangkan related product yang customer pernah beli, which is based on the previous punya purchase from the customer. Untuk upselling, it is a strategy in which the salesperson provide the customer with the opportunity to purchase the related product or services of greater value in place or along with the customer initial product or service punya selection. Itu adalah upselling. So kalau bundling punya process of marketing, it is a form of a cross selling. Dia macam lebih kurang cross selling, tapi business sell a group of product or services together at a lower price than their combined punya individual price. Maknanya kita beli secara bundle, atau bundle ni bukan bundle barang bundle, tapi bundling ni maksud dia kita beli secara banyak, ataupun kita panggil macam ni, kita beli secara borong. Itu adalah harga masa kita jual secara banyak-banyak borong macam tu. Kalau beli borong, harga dia akan jadi murah berbanding dengan individual kalau kita beli barang satu-satu. Okay, itu konsep untuk bundling lah. So daripada konsep of marketing tu, where they use data mining, sebab data mining ni adalah the concept where it's they collect the information from the customer punya buying habits. Lepas tu dia akan leads to the additional sales punya target marketing by using cross selling, upselling ataupun bundling. Okay. So next we go to the customer touching applications. So there are few types of customer punya application. Kita ada search and comparison punya capabilities application. Dalam tu ada juga technicals and other information services punya dalam customer touching application. And then we have customized product and services, we have personalized web page, we have fax, emails and automated response, and the last one is loyalty program. Okay, untuk search and which is search and comparison capabilities ni dalam customer touching application, since we know that customer application customer touching application ni, ataupun kita panggil dia as electronic CRM or eCRM, is customer help, self-help application or technology. So by using the search and comparison capabilities tu, kalau korang notice website yang kita buka, contoh macam Shopee, so dia ada tempat untuk kita search, okay, without kita kena contact the seller. Okay, kita boleh search sendiri, ataupun based on the searching tu kita bolehkan sort the price between low to high price ataupun high to low price. Dia bagi kita searching kan sendiri. Itu adalah search and comparison capabilities. Sama juga if you macam contoh yang madam boleh bagi, macam Dell.com tu, dia punya website tu sangat bagus sebab bila kita choose one product and then we can choose another product to make as a comparison dari segi capabilities dia. Okay, so next kita ada technical and other information and services. So this one is the application where it give the personalized experience offered by the organization to induce the customer to make a purchase or to remain loyal. For example, by allowing the customer to download product manuals, provide the detail about technical information, provide the detail about maintenance information, ataupun provide the detail about replacement parts of the to the customer. So customer macam tahu kat mana nak beli kalau barang tu rosak, nak cari parts kan, replacement part, ataupun macam mana cara nak download ataupun macam mana nak menggunakan that product. So by giving them to upload ataupun download the download the manuals for the product. Okay, so next is customized product and services. So this customized product and services enables the customer the ability to customize the product ataupun customize the computer system from Dell, macam madam kata baru ni lah, as I mentioned before this, which is dia bagi customer untuk customize the product and also the services. For example, diorang boleh view balance kan, kalau macam banking punya system, kita nak check kita punya balance, so itu diorang bagi customer customized services. Okay, check shipping status of an order and etc. Itu sebenarnya adalah customized product and services. And then kita akan tengok mass of customization. So this one a process in which a customer can configure their own product. For example, komputer tadilah yang madam katakan, diorang boleh, ataupun kalau korang pernah buka website yang boleh design baju ke kan, so basically kita akan minta customer nak design yang macam mana, so the customer can customize their own punya design. Okay, next kita ada personalized web page. So this one, organization permits their customer to create the personalized web page used to record purchases and reference, as well as problem and requests. Next kita ada facts. So facts ni sebenarnya stand for frequently asked question. So macam bila korang tekan facts tu, kalau korang interested lah buka mana-mana web page and so on, kat bawah sekali tu dia ada FAQ. So sebenarnya kat situ frequently asked question tu datang daripada previous customer lah, customer yang sebelum ni yang macam tak tahu macam mana nak gunakan. So dekat situ ada contoh macam Facebook. Okay, so it is a simple tool for answering repetitive customer queries. Okay, so point dia adalah repetitive customer queries, soalan yang klise lah kita katakan, soalan yang selalu ditanyakan oleh customer. So dia akan jawab, ada terus jawapan kat situ lah. And when customer find the information they need by using facts, the need to communicate with an actual person is eliminated. Maknanya dia tak perlu nak contact call center ke, ataupun ada outbound telesales tadi ke, ataupun inbound teleservice. Okay, so next kita ada email and automated response. So this is the most popular tool for the customer service. It is very inexpensive fast, and also companies use the email not only to answer the customer inquiries but also to disseminate information, send alerts, and also the product information, conduct the correspondence of any topic. Okay, so itu kegunaan dia lah. So the last one is the loyalty program. So these are the program that recognized by the customer who repeatedly use a vendors as their system, as their platform untuk buy the product ataupun untuk purchase product. Okay, next we go to the second part of CRM system, which is customer relationship management with analytical of CRM system. So here, analytical CRM system analyze the customer data for a variety of purpose. So from the analytical of CRM ni, macam mana dia orang buat is by using the analytical CRM system, they will provide the business intelligence where it will analyze the customer data. So macam konsep dia sama macam data mining, where the data mining kita kumpul masses of data untuk kita analyse kan. So this one untuk by using the analytical ni pun dia orang macam guna konsep of data mining, where they keep collecting the data from the customer and they will analyse the customer punya behaviour and dia orang punya perception by providing the information concerned about the customer request and also the transaction that have been made by the customer, as well as customer response to the organisation, marketing, sales, and also the service initiative. So that's one is for the analytical of CRM system. Macam mana dia orang analyse kan sistem tu, konsep dia sama macam data mining where they are collect masses of data from the customer, tapi untuk analytical punya CRM system ni they are more focusing on the behaviour of the customer. So as you can see in the figure here, it shows the relationship between the operational CRM and also the analytical of the CRM. So as you can see macam dekat analytical of CRM ni memang diorang collectkan data, diorang kumpulkan where is jadi salah satu customer data warehouse. So dalam ni semua data about the customer, and then dalam ni juga diorang akan letak contact tadi tu, contact management system. So dekat sini apa fungsi contact management tu, yang diorang akan cari kalau ada data about the customer yang sama ataupun yang redundant. So diorang nak remove that untuk avoid daripada customer yang akan irritate dengan data-data yang dah ada dalam kita punya sistem. Okay, as you can see dalam analytical system juga dia saling bergantung kepada data mining. So as I mentioned before, data mining ni dia memang the process of collective of data, masses of data, and then daripada collective of data tu diorang akan provide the business intelligence. Diorang akan gunakan by analytical tu by give or analyze the customer behaviour and they will come up with the decision. So sebab tu dia akan jadi one of example dia adalah untuk decision support. So this one made by the manager or CEO lah, sama ada diorang nak proceed nak buat business diorang macam mana based on the targeted customer yang diorang dah dapat result from the data mining, ataupun diorang gunakan business intelligence and they are using OLAP. So as you can see dekat operational, so kita ada customer facing application and also we have customer touching application. So on the previous slide before this, Madam dah ada memang explain about customer facing application. Kita ada sales, we have marketing, we have customer service and support, and we have also the campaign management. So macam dekat campaign management ni, diorang nak plan about what are the customer punya preference, then what they have been research ataupun they search or make the comparison on the product that they found similar on the website lah. Okay, and then kita ada customer touching application. So dia akan guna search and comparison, dia akan gunakan customized products, technical information, personalized web page, fact, email ataupun auto respond, and the last one is loyalty program. So ini adalah diorang punya relationship between what we call as operational CRM and also analytical CRM. So this one is very important in the customer relationship management system to have both of the process in the operational CRM and also the analytical CRM. Okay, so this one kita akan go through on the third business subtopic where we are focusing on the types of the CRM that we have. So maybe korang pun did not familiar with these types of customer. So mungkin korang pernah dengar adalah CRM. CRM dia ada banyak types dia, cumanya yang normalnya adalah CRM yang kita mungkin because you have indirectly familiar with the system, so, korang pernah guna that system tapi cumanya kita tak tahu nama system dia apa. You have familiar, maybe the system doesn't have a formal punya name ataupun you doesn't know what are the names for the CRM punya system yang digunakan oleh most of the organisation, tapi maybe you have an experience of using it. Bila dah guna baru kita tahu macam oh ni sebenarnya kita panggil dia sebagai CRM. So these are another types of customer relationship. So we have on demand punya CRM system, and then we have mobile, we have open source, social, and the last one kita ada real time. Okay, so untuk this one on demand punya CRM system, it is a system that was hosted by an external vendor. Okay, dia menggunakan vendor, dia berkaitan dengan vendor. Bila ada orang minta, and then kita akan bila customer minta, and then kalau kita tak ada that expertise, so maybe kita akan minta external punya vendor. So in the India punya vendors punya data center, which spares the organisation the cost associated with the purchasing the system. So macam kalau kita tak ada that system, so bila kita nak gunakan, mungkin kita akan cari vendor. So vendor ni lah adalah orang yang membekalkan sistem. So with their data, tapi dengan organisation yang perlu bayar, which is dia akan memakan sedikit cost lah associated with the purchasing system, maintenance, employees that need to know how to access and utilize it must be provide the training. So also need the cost untuk diprovidekan kepada those vendor, and also known as a utility computing or a software as a service, which is as we known as a SaaS. Okay, SaaS. So kita panggil dia as software as a service. Next we go to the mobile CRM. So this one is an interactive system that enables an organization to conduct a communication relate to sales, marketing, and also the customer service activities through a mobile as a medium for the purpose of building and also maintaining the relationship with the customer. So next kita ada open source CRM system. So this open source CRM system is the source code for the open source software that is available with no cost. Okay, since kita panggil dia as a open source, which is mungkin sistem CRM ni yang kita boleh cari je dekat internet as a open source punya system, and then we can just use it as a free software. Okay, kebanyakannya open source ni dia free jugalah, cumanya dia tak bagi kita modify according to dia punya customer preference. Okay, next we have social CRM. So the use of social media technology and services that to enable the organization to engage with their customer in a collaborative conversation in order to provide mutually beneficial value in a trusted and transparent manner. So maknanya social CRM ni what was applicable nowadays, yang kita boleh tengok most of the organisation memang akan gunakan social media sebagai salah satu platform untuk diorang communicate juga dengan customer. So macam sekarang kalau kita tengok satu business tu, kalau dia buka account dekat IG, mesti dia ada account dekat Facebook ataupun dekat another platform. For example macam nowadays WhatsApp pun kita boleh jadikan salah satu platform untuk buat business, lagi senang untuk communicate, and also ada juga yang gunakan Telegram. So itu maknanya kita social CRM ni, the use of social media that will enable the organisation to engage with their customer, which is in a collaborative conversation, which is dia akan jadi lagi close to the customer and get the collaboration with the customer. Okay, next kita ada real time CRM. So this where the organisation are able to respond to the customer product search, requests, complaints, comments, rating or reviews, and also the recommendation in a real time, 24 hours per 7 days a week and 365 days in a year. Okay, So maknanya is a real time, which is every day or every time, at any time, the organisation are able or manage to uh, request for the inquiries, request for the reviews for their customer, from their customer, review the rating, get the recommendation from the customer in the real time. Okay. So other types of customer relationship management, for example, for on-demand CRM system, we have utility computing and also known as a software as a service tadi, which is this one I have mentioned as before in the previous slide. Cumanya dekat open source CRM system, this one ada an example which is known as a Sugar CRM. So you guys can find more by doing some research on the Sugar CRM. Okay, so sekarang kita akan pergi kepada supply chain, which is kita punya subtopik yang keempat. So on this subtopic, kita akan fokuskan on the definition of what is supply chain, and apa itu supply chain visibility, and also the structure and the components of the supply chain. So sebenarnya kalau boleh, madam nak at the same time korang after you are watching this video, you guys can also search or Google how is dia punya framework of the structure untuk supply chain ni sebenarnya. Mungkin korang juga dah belajar dalam value chain, sebab supply chain dengan value chain dia lebih kurang sama je, cumanya dalam value chain kita ada support and activities, support and primary activities. So untuk for this punya supply chain, dia hanya ada primary activities. Okay, dia tak ada support punya activities. So untuk supply chain, dia lebih kurang sama, tapi dia tak sama sangat sebab dia starting from the supplier. Okay, sebab tu nama dia supply chain. Supplier sampailah ke kita punya seller, and then from the seller to the customer. Okay, so untuk supply chain ni, it is actually the flow of information or materials, money or services that are raw from the raw materials of the supplier, through the factories and also the warehouse sampailah to the end user. Okay, so maknanya dia starting daripada bahan-bahan mentah, contoh macam jual makanan. So supplier dia starting daripada orang yang jual sayur ke, jual ayam ke, jual daging, which is a flow of materials ataupun source ataupun materials lah kita panggil kan. So daripada raw material macam tu, and then sampailah kepada factories, and sampai kepada warehouse, sampailah kepada to the end of the customer. Itu adalah maksud supply chain. So untuk supply chain visibility, it is the process or the ability of all organisation within a supply chain to access or view the relevant data on a purchase material, as this material are some move through their suppliers juga, which is suppliers production, process and transportation networks to their receiving docks. Okay, which is dia nak tengok supply chain visibility. Okay, contoh makanan. So makanan kita tahu, nak buat makanan kena ada sayur, kena ada daging, and apa lagi, contohlah. Okay, sayur dengan daging. So sebenarnya untuk daging tu sendiri ada datang daripada supplier dia juga, which is mungkin daripada tokek yang jual lembu, ataupun sayur tu daripada petani-petani yang jual sayur. Cumanya dia tak producekan makanan, tapi this supply chain dia starting visibility dia daripada petani ataupun pengembala lembu, sampailah kepada dia punya yang kita panggil supplier chain, which is raw material yang dia dah kumpulkan, sampailah dia masuk factories, dia jadikan proseskan barang-barang tu supaya jadi makanan, sampailah dia orang dah packing, sampailah barang-barang packing tu dah masuk warehouse, sampailah dia pergi hantar ke retailers, kan, hantar kepada shops ke ataupun marts ke mana-mana, and then sampailah kepada customer. Itu adalah supply chain punya visibility. So this inventory velocity, which is kita panggil dia dalam supply chain visibility tu ada inventory velocity, which is the speed at which a company can deliver the products and services after receiving the materials required to make them. Okay, yang ni yang dalam supply chain visibility tu, which is dia tengok the speed of which the company can deliver the product. Okay, so the supply chain involve three segments. So let's see, as you can see here, kita ada a figure which is on generic of supply chain. Dia datang daripada tier 3 suppliers. Okay, ni mungkin yang tadi madam kata peniaga sayur, lepas tu ni peniaga daging lembu, lepas tu sampai ke satu kilang, kilang yang buat makanan. Okay, so dia pun manufacturekan makanan tu, lepas tu dia bagi kat distributor or wholesaler, lepas tu dia bagi retailer, sampailah dia bagi dekat customer. So dia ada upstream and downstream within the supply chains tu. So kalau korang tengok, upstream tu adalah daripada customer sampailah ke supplier, which is dia involved with the orders, information, payments and also a return between them. Okay, tapi kalau dari downstream, which is daripada supplier kepada customer, which is dari segi product, service and also the information that are needed to the customer. Okay, so these are the structure of the components of the supply chain. So dia tengok dari segi the structure of supply chain and also the components of supply chain. So kita akan masuk the structure of supply chain. So as you can see here, the structure ni ada 3 dalam supply chain. Kita ada upstream. So upstream ni daripada customer, which is what the customer needed ataupun request or demand. So daripada customer, dia akan pergi dekat retailer, retailer pergi kat distributor, distributor pergi dekat warehouse, okay, ataupun manufacturer, and then manufacturer pergi kepada dia punya supplier. Itu adalah starting from the customer order, customer request, customer return or the customer punya information. Okay, what are the needed, okay, the product that are needed from the customer. Tapi kalau internal adalah process of manufacturer sahaja. It's involved with the daripada supplier 1, supplier 2 and supplier 3, as you can remember kita punya figure tadi. So supplier 1, supplier 2 and supplier 3, dia akan pergi kepada manufacturer. So itu adalah bahagian internal of the supply chain. And then we have a downstream. So downstream ni daripada supplier kepada customer, which is they receive the information and also dia bagi raw materials kepada supplier. The supplier sampailah manufacturer and sampailah kepada its customer. Okay, itu adalah the structure, the main structure of the supply chain. Next, we go to the components of the supply chain. So kita ada tiers of suppliers. Macam tadi, as you remember, kalau ingat lagi lah dalam figure yang sebelumnya, kita ada tiers 1, tiers 2 and tiers 3. So sebenarnya it depend. Sebab tu dia kata components dia tiers of supplier. Sama juga macam kalau kita buat baju. So kalau baju mungkin supplier kain orang lain, supplier benang orang lain, supplier jarum orang lain, ataupun supplier mesin jahit tu pun orang lain juga. Okay, orang lain tu maksud madam adalah supplier lah. Okay, so itu dia kata sebagai tiers of supplier. So that is the flow in the supply chain. So kita ada material flows, kita ada information flow and also we have financial flow. Yang ni seperti biasa sahajalah, which is kalau material flows ni is like the physical product, raw materials, supplies ataupun and so forth that flow along the chain, which is sometimes is include juga reverse flow. Kalau reverse flow ni, which is reverse logistic lah, which is involved with the return product that are damaged, unwanted or in need of recycling. Okay, so itu maksud kepada materials flows. Okay, kalau information flows, it is relates to the data or knowledge lah. Kita panggil as a data that relates to the demand, shipments, orders, return and also the schedule as well as in any of this data. So itu adalah information flows. Kalau financial flow pula, mestilah of course it will involve with the payment ataupun money lah. Kita involved with the money transfer, payments, credit card information, authorization, payment schedules, e-payments or credit or debit related data. So itu yang bila kita sebut pasal financial data lah, dia akan involve with those of information yang information flows yang relates to the system ataupun dia punya process of supply chain tu. Okay, so untuk tiers of supply ni, it is a suppliers that have one or many sub-suppliers. Okay, kita panggil it as a sub-suppliers, and mungkin the sub-suppliers tu have their own punya, dia orang punya suppliers tu. Macam tadi, Madam kata, yang bagi kita kain, itu kita ingat dia dah supplier dah kan. Rupanya untuk buat kain, dia perlukan benang, ataupun dia perlukan bahan-bahan macam colour untuk buat corak and so on. So itu pun daripada sub-suppliers dia. Okay, so sebab tu dia panggil tiers of suppliers. For example, automobile manufacturer. So for example, dia ada 3 tiers of suppliers that produce a basic product such as glass, plastic and also a rubber. So tier 2, maybe supplier use this input to make a windshield, tires and also plastic molding. Okay, and tier 1 suppliers produce integrated components such as dashboard and also seat assemblies. Okay, itu maksud dia lah tiers of suppliers ni. Okay, so let's go to the supply chain management. So what we need to do here, we need to know here adalah 5 basic components of the supply chain management. The push model versus the pull model. So dalam supply chain management ni ada 2 model. So satu tu push model, satu tu pull model. So we are going to look at the problem also, problems that come along with the supply chain, and there is also a solution to the supply chain punya problem. So kita akan tengok semualah. Okay. Okay, so kita akan continue dengan 5 basic component of supply chain management. So kita ada 5 basic dia adalah unit to plan, source, make, delivers and return. So these are the components lah yang memang kita, you have to remember the 5 basic. These are the components that are used in the supply chain management. So dekat process of planning tu is actually the planning process is for the plan the strategic components of the SEM, that supply chain management, that involve with the developing a set of metrics which is measure deliverable to monitor the organization supply chain, where it's to ensure that it is efficient and it's deliver high quality and value to the customer. Okay, so itu adalah untuk planning. So untuk source is for the organization to choose the supplier to deliver the goods and services they need to create for their product or services, to give the best services for their customer lah. Okay, untuk make is of course lah, the making process, the manufacturing component in which manager will schedule the activities that necessary for the production. So this is involved with the testing, productivity, packaging and also the preparation for the delivery. So this is most of the metrics, the intensive part for the supply chain management, where the organization will measure the quality levels and also the production output and also the worker punya productivity. Okay, so itu the next one is for the deliver. So deliver of course lah, dia involved with the logistic. So untuk logistic punya part is where the organisation will coordinate the receipt of the customer order, develop a network of the warehouse, select the carriers to transport the products to the customer, which is they akan create the invoice of the system to receive the payment. Sebab tu most of the system kalau ada process of ordering, they mesti involved with the payment, tak kisahlah itu dekat SCM ataupun CRM. Okay, so another one untuk 5 basic component of SCM tadi adalah, the last one tu adalah return kan, yang kelima. So this one is shown by the responsive and the flexible of network for receiving the defective ataupun return or excess product back from the customer, and as well as for the supporting the customer who have problem with the delivered product. So itu adalah konsep of return in the components, one of the components in the supply chain management. Okay, so let's proceed with the inter-organizational information system, also known as IOS, where this interorganization system will use the concept of SCM, where it enable the partners to perform the following, where they could reduce the cost of routing business transaction, they could improve the quality of the information flow by reducing or eliminating the errors, compress the cycle time involved in fulfilling business transaction. They also could eliminate paper processing. It is associated inefficiency and cost because the use of system could eliminate the use of paper, which is they go to paperless punya system, where they could also reduce the cost to buy the paper lah. Okay, so make the transfer and the processing of information easiest for the users. So senang lah untuk kita tracking kita punya produk daripada supplier kan, untuk kita tahu dekat mana kita punya produk has been shipped and so on tu lah. So by using the inter-organizational information system ni, they apply the supply chain management concept of the system. So ini yang diorang dapat, which is macam benefits to them by applying the SEM. So this one is another case study, so I just skip this one. Okay, so let's go to the push model versus the pull model. So as you can see before this, on the previous, Madam ada explain untuk supply chain management, there is two model for them, which is satu tu kita panggil adalah make to push model, satu tu adalah pull model. So untuk pull model, it is to make to stock nama dia. So konsep push model ni adalah the supplier just produce dia punya barang tu, which is dia buat je the production punya process. That will begin as a forecast, which is simply an educated guess to customer demand. Maknanya dia buat je dulu, dia simpan dalam dia punya storage ke warehouse ke and so on. So nanti bila ada customer minta, so they can just ship the product ataupun send the product to the customer. Tapi kalau jenis pull model, which is make to order, dia punya konsep adalah bila customer order dulu, when there is a demand from the customer, barulah dia akan begin the process of the production process tu, where it's we begin with the customer of when there is a customer needs or demand for the product, baru dia akan buat. Kalau tak ada customer tak minta, so dia tak akan buat. Okay, itu untuk konsep pull model. Okay, so there is a problem along with the supply chain. So there is a two main source of the problems for the in the supply chain management. So salah satunya adalah uncertainties, and the second one, the need to coordinate multiple activities, internal units and also business partners. So ini adalah sebenarnya main ataupun kita panggil as a primary problems in the supply chain management. So whereas another one, kita ada demand forecast and also bullwhip effect. Okay, so untuk demand forecast ni, dia adalah demand for the product that can be influenced by a numerous factors such as competitors, kan, ada price, weather condition, kan, cuaca, technological development, overall economic condition and also the customer general confidence. So itu adalah salah satu issues yang berkaitan dengan demand forecast ni, which is sometimes sebab kita tak boleh nak control, because kalau katakanlah orang tu adalah supplier sayur, bukan satu je supplier sayur yang ada kat dunia ni. So there is many sayur punya supplier yang akan try to compete juga untuk dapatkan, and also dia orang akan compete based on the price, yang mana nak supply dengan harga. So we as kalau ikutkan we as a distributor or manufacturer tu pula kena compete, which is they need to make a decision which are the best price for them to use based on the quality, yang diorang kena tengok-tengok juga penjagaan dia kan, sebab diorang nak jaga juga diorang punya quality of the product tu. Sebab semua ni adalah business kan. Okay, and then kita, untuk bullwhip punya effect, it is basically based on the graph actually. So dia adalah erratic shift in orders up and down in the supply chain punya graph. So nanti madam akan tunjuk. Kita akan go to the next slide. Okay, ini adalah examples of the bullwhip effect, which is kalau as you can see dia relates to order quantity with the time. So semakin lama tengok kalau untuk customer punya sales based on the order quality dia macam naik turun lah untuk dari segi customer sale. Tapi dari segi retailer orders to the wholesaler, lama-lama dia orang semakin meningkat, tapi because mungkin tak ada customer sales, so jualan dia boleh menurun. Maknanya dia konsep of the bullwhip effect ni dia ada naik dan turun, tapi kesan dia berbeza kepada setiap types of the supplier yang involved with the process dalam supply chain management tu. Okay, so there is a solution to the supply chain problem. So the first one, by using the inventories to solve the supply chains problem, which is dia guna konsep just in time, which is kita known as a JIT inventory system, and also information sharing by using vendor managed inventory system. Okay, so untuk just in time punya inventory system, dia punya konsep adalah the strategy is to minimize the inventories deliver to the precise so strategy to minimize the inventory deliver to the precise number of part called work in process inventory to be assembled into a finished product at a precisely at the right time. Okay, maknanya just in time punya inventory ni dia orang producekan barang tu seperti mana apa yang at the right time, which is apa yang customer tengah cari sekarang, which is what are the current trend for the customer that they are looking for currently. Macam contoh okay, because kita ada COVID-19, so kita tahu kalau nak pergi mana kita kena pakai mask kan. So the production of the mask tu dulu sebelum adanya coronavirus ni, kita tak pandang pun mask tu kan. So macam most of dekat rumah masing-masing memang tak ada mask pun yang beli. Korang je simpan untuk later on untuk buat bila berlakunya macam ni lah, tak ada kan. Tapi bila dah ada berlakunya this condition, kita berebut-rebut cari mask, tapi dah habis. At the same time, dekat supplier kita pun dia tak boleh nak supply. Sebab apa? Sebab dia orang pun kekurangan stock, which is dia tak panggil just in time yang that one. Okay, sebab apa? Dia based on the vendor manage dia occurs when the supplier rather than the retailer manage the inventory process for a particular product or a group of product. So itu maksud dia bila kita guna vendor manage inventory. Tapi kalau just in time ni dia macam dia produce that thing, at the same time customer pun memang demand for that thing. Okay, just in time punya inventory system. Okay, untuk information sharing it's facilitate by the electronic data interchange, which is known as EDI. So nanti dekat next slide I will show the figures, the difference between when we implement the EDI in our in the system for the organisation dengan dia punya comparison kalau kita tak implement the EDI punya system. Okay, so this EDI punya system akan help to improve the demand for custody. So kita akan go through to the next slide, which is information that technology support for supply chain management. One of it adalah EDI, and then kita ada extranet and also portal and exchange. Okay, so this one is the figure. As you can see, without EDI, kita akan pakai middleman macam ni. Macam kita kena pakai orang yang kena pergi send the information to our suppliers, lepas tu get the confirmation from the supplier, hantar balik dekat kita punya organisation or the company. Lepas tu bila ada confirmation, ada buat payment, so ada orang kena submit borang payment dulu, dah confirm. Lepas tu submit, dia dah confirmkan payment tu, kena hantar pergi balik dekat accounting another company. Lepas tu baru dah confirm, duit dah masuk semua, barulah dia akan deliver the product. Tapi dengan adanya EDI, the system is more simple. Okay, where it's use only the transportation or logistic untuk deliver the product, sebab kita tak boleh send product melalui internet juga kan. Okay, so this is the concept bila dia dah applykan supply chain management system with EDI, which is electronic data interchange tu, it's become more easier and simpler for the buyer and seller to manage their orders. Okay, untuk extranets pula, kita pakai virtual private net ataupun VPN, and also kita ada a company and its dealers, the customer or the suppliers. Kita ada juga industry extranet and joint venture and other business partnership. Okay, for example macam kalau kita kata UITM, so UITM ni dia tak apply sangat extranets, tapi we have an intranet where if we want to use the internet, we have to be in UITM lah. Kalau kita berada di luar UITM, kita cannot access. Tapi kalau extranet ni means that kalau kita berada di luar UITM pun, we can access the use of the internet from the UITM. Macam tu konsep dia, okay? So untuk extranets ni, the use of extranets will link business partners over the internet by providing them access to certain area of each of other corporates punya intranet, which is dari segi maklumat bila kita nak buat process of ordering ataupun kita punya tracking untuk diorang punya kita punya location for their shipping or delivering dia punya product. Okay, so this industry intranets ni is a good for the business because it is a network that use a mission critical business transaction by leading an international organization in aerospace, automotive, chemical, electronic, financial service, healthcare, logistic, and also manufacturing, transportation and any other related industry. So ini sebenarnya bila ada dengan implementation of EDI juga with the extranet could help in the supply chain management to be a better in most of the organization that implement the system to their company. Okay. Okay, so this one is example or the figures, the structure of intranets. So ini kita punya company, and then kita ada private intranet. So private intranet ni which is sebab because it's private, kita tak boleh access bagi kepada luar. And kita ada juga public intranet, which is public intranet ni and can be also shared with any other organisation. Contoh kita boleh kepada customer, kita boleh kepada field employees, boleh kepada suppliers and also other business partner. Tapi kita tak akan share the private punya intranet about our company with the customer, suppliers and other business partner. Okay, this is about the case study in the Caribou Coffee Brews. So as usual, I will give you the exercise letter. Okay, so let's continue with the portal and exchange. So this one, there is two basic types of the corporate portals. So one known as a procurement portals, and another one is distribution portals. So apa kegunaan portals and exchange ni sebenarnya? So untuk portals, dia sebenarnya is a company's supplier upstream in the supply chain, which is this type of the portals we automate. Okay, dia adalah process of automation, the business process that involve in a purchase or producing or procuring the products between a single buyer to a multiple supplier. So konsep dia sama dengan upstream, yang macam contoh dalam supply chain kita ada upstream and downstream. Tapi untuk procurement portals, konsep dia macam upstream in the supply chain. Okay, untuk distribution portals, so this one for the company. Okay, untuk procurement portals tadi untuk companies supplier. Untuk distribution portals, it is used downstream, macam downstream punya konsep in the supply chain. It is for the customers punya companies that will automate the business process in selling or distributing product from a single supplier to the multiple buyers. Okay, itu untuk kegunaan dia lah dalam yang ada dalam supply chain management. Okay, so kita dah masuk kepada closing case of Amazon where it's about the global supply chain. So there is an issue, problem and the solution. So as usual, I will need you guys to find out the case and answer the following question that I will give to you later. Okay. Assalamualaikum.